Hey guys, back again with another video. In this one, I'm going to show you guys how to get a bass map tune from TSP and install it onto your Ktuner. So, you may be asking yourself, what is a TSP tune? Well, the company TSP partnered up with a great tuner from the East Coast named Derek Robertson, better known as D-Rob, and he made a series of bass maps for the Honda Civic platform, 10th generation platform. The one we're going to be referring to today is the TSP Stage 1 tune. That's for the non-Civic SI. This car is a 2018 Civic Sport hatchback with the 6-speed manual transmission. And I was looking at a couple different varieties after getting my Ktuner of how to get a little bit more power out of the bass unit. Right now on the TSP website, you can get the TSP Stage 1 tune for $79. I believe it's $79.99, so $80. You can get a little bit more of a bump, and you can go to their website to kind of look at the power numbers there. I think over the stock bass maps that come with the Ktuner, if I'm not correct, I could post it up in the description, but I believe it's going to be giving you an additional like 10 wheel horsepower and somewhere around 10 to 15 additional wheel torque. That's pretty significant in my opinion for just an $80 tune. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead, run through the process of getting the tune and then obviously installing into the Ktuner map. So first thing you need to do is you go to TSP, you order the tune, and you need to provide several pieces of information that are pertaining to your specific Ktuner unit. They're going to ask for things like what's the serial number, the module number, which is down here, this 5AN A15 number. You have to provide that to them. Also, you have to mention to them what type of intake MAF you're using. So some of you guys with the PRL race MAF, you're going to have to run a specific tune for the TSP. Which is really nice because if you want to get the race map, you can't run it on the factory tune. You do have to get a tune for that, and you can run the TSP Stage 1 with race map to be able to leverage that new race map from PRL. I have a InGen cold air intake with the stock MAF housing, so I just went with their street MAF option. And in this case, I'm installing the TSP Stage 1 Street MAF edition for my specific model unit. In order to run this app, you're going to definitely need a Windows laptop. I'm sure you could run this on Apple, but I know that the instructions they provided were more around or geared towards Windows. So I'm using this Windows 10 laptop right now. And I have Ktuner version 1.0.9.5, which I believe is the latest version of Ktuner. If it isn't, update in the description if it is. But always check to make sure you have the latest and greatest version of Ktuner software on your computer. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to download, they're going to email you the tune, and you're going to download it and save it to your computer. So here I have one of my tunes that I kind of did messing with my bass map. This is one of my dual map tunes that I created myself. And then, to experiment, I wanted to see what the difference between something that I put up with some quick settings versus the D-Rob $79.99 special TSP Stage 1. So now that we have it saved here, I'm going to show you guys how to open it up. You're going to go to File, the top or left, Open Tune, and then we're going to go to where we saved it. Saved it under Maps, TSP Stage 1. It's going to let me know that it's partially locked, obviously because this is a custom tune. So they don't want you giving you all the access to the features. And I'm sure if they opened up all these features, people could just copy the adjustments out and provide it to other people. So one really quick thing is main parameters. You'll notice that a lot of the features and functionality are missing. So quick adjustments, you can only do the advanced VSA control. And I'm not going to go into these features in this video. I'll save that for another video to kind of talk through all the different quick enables, what they do, how it changes your car. But for now, this is just about tune. But I wanted to call out that most of the tune adjustability is deactivated. There are some simple things, but for example, even the ethanol engagement and advanced features, you can't even add ethanol to the TSP Stage 1. Now, I do know that TSP offers the Stage 2 tune, which is compatible for ethanol, but that is made for the SI. I personally would not recommend, or have not heard online of people running the TSP Stage 2 on non-SI cars. And to be honest, if you were going to run E85 Flex on this car, I would probably seek a Pro Tune. So right now we have the tune opened up. Everything's in, and it's about reflashing the car. So the tune's logged. We're going to go to tuning, and then we're going to go to upload tune. It's going to go through some basic tutorial right now telling you that you're going to flash the car. You're going to hit yes. Now you can see it's erasing the ECU. I'm going to actually show you the dash. We're currently at 95%, about to go 100. There we go, 100. So it's just reflashing, finishing now. I did want to mention that when you're ready to do the reflash, you want to make sure that the car is key on, engine off, which is the position 2 in the key, and that will basically turn on everything. So just keep it on key on, engine off, and wait for the prompts. And sure enough, after the reflash, it says, please key the vehicle off for a few seconds. So we're just going to turn the car off. And I have a dash cam, so it's going to give me a nice little chime knowing that it's been off for a few seconds. There you go. So I'm going to I usually wait that long. Then I go ahead, put key back on. Wait a few seconds. I'll wait for the chime to end. And then hit OK. And just like that, guys, the TSP tune is installed. Let's take it for a quick drive and see what it's all about. Okay, guys, so I think it'd be very important to show you guys how you activate the 3 different maps that come with a TSP tune. The first thing I wanted to call out is I went on a little drive after installing the tune, and I thought it was just as simple as activating it with the econ button and deactivating, just like the Ktuner map. That's not the case. And, you know, fault on me for not reading instructions, but you know what? That's kind of how I roll. And I learned through error, and, you know, now I'll share on my error with you guys. So in order to activate the different maps within the TSP tune, you simply just have to hold the cancel button for 2 seconds. And when you let go, you'll notice that it automatically set to 1. That's going to be your stock factory base map tune. Okay? When you hit the resume button, you go up in tune. So that's stage 2 map. And then this is going to be the max power boost map, which is obviously what I'm going to be running because I want to see what my $80 did for me performance wise. Once it's set, I'm going to just hit the cancel button. And now the stage 3 map is logged. Alright guys, let's try this again and go for a cruise. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn the car on and let's see what the TSP Stage 1's all about. And we'll take it for a little full ski. I'm really hoping that I get some power here, because I'll be honest, I thought I just wasted $80 after my first run around the block. You know, don't you hate it when you're going 15 and people don't really get out of your way? All right, we're gonna go second gear. Time to go. Yep. She's a certified little ripper. I'll say that I have a noticeable difference in high-end horsepower and torque. I think it's really more the torque, or the horsepower, excuse me. It's more the horsepower that I feel. And I do believe that on the website it says or advertises probably more around the 15 horsepower wheel horsepower range and about 8 torque, which makes a lot of sense. The torque's there. I mean, if you have the Ktuner, you already know this thing's pretty torquey, low end, but the mid-range horsepower gain is definitely noticeable. It almost has this like crossover effect too, which I kind of like. For those of you that have driven older Hondas with VTEC, you'll know that the crossover is what makes, and revving the car out to high RPMs is what makes it really fun to drive. I thought that this 10th gen car, 10th gen Civic, really was lacking that true Honda VTEC crossover. You know, when the cam hits in and you're at 6,000 plus RPMs and it's really starting to scream on you. That driving experience was kind of lost in this generation. Don't get me wrong, the 10th generation Honda Civic is awesome. I really enjoy it, and I'm having a lot of fun with the platform. But from that experience of that Honda experience you get from driving those older cars, I do miss it. But nonetheless, focusing on the TSP tune, I just did a little pull. Definitely felt like a steady, a solid pull. I can definitely tell this is a more conservative tune, but at the same time, I definitely got more power, 100%. Guys, without a doubt, I can confirm the TSP Stage 1 tune is much better than the tune that I had on my computer that I put on here. In every way, it feels cleaner, it feels more collected, and it rips, guys. I highly advise it. Go down to TSP. Thanks to D-Rob for putting this tune together for us, guys. I think it's awesome that he was able to create a tune. And I know he created a couple of different variations. So there's even a CVT specific tune out on the market. My twin brother actually has an FK7 as well. He's running the PRL Race Math with the CVT tune by D-Rob. And he does have a scheduled appointment to kind of get dyno numbers on that. I believe he is full bolt-on with the TSP tune. And he actually went down to Cecil and ran a 13.9 with his setup on a CVT. Now, guys, that kind of inspired me for this year, and this is something that I was trying to talk about earlier. My goal is to make, with the least amount of money, a car that would beat a Civic Type R in the quarter mile. Again, you know, that would probably be a little thumbnail. You know, how to beat a Type R with X amount of dollars. I'm going to put the numbers together, but I can tell you guys right now, I'm in a $200 Ktuner version 1 with a $79.99 TSP tune, a $30 Perrin motor mount, and a $200 used InGen cold air intake. And guys, I can tell you this car feels awesome. It's a blast to drive for what it is. I'm not saying it's faster than a Type R by any means, but I am interested to see what this thing could run in the quarter mile. I do know that the Civic Type R was rated at, I believe, a 14-second quarter mile, so anything in the 13s would beat a Type R in a quarter mile. So again, guys, we'll be continuing the series. I'll have a couple other videos showing my progress as I get prepared to go to the track this season for the first time, and I will also admit I've never been on a drag strip before, so this would be a first, but let's see if we can do a couple set mods, get that 13-second quarter mile, and beat a Type R. All right, guys. Talk to you later. See you in the next one. Well, that'll do it for this review of the TSP Stage 1 map from TSP. I do think it's worth it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.